Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I got this pink pixie short cut. It's like a little afro, but also a pixie cut. It was actually really crazy how I did this, but I'm going to show you guys. So let's get into it. So first things first, I have a blonde Kendra's Boutique wig. I believe this wig is like 24 or 26 inches. And so I'm taking little pieces of the hair and I'm testing the hair color on like little strands of the hair. I'm going to do it in the back and I'm going to do it at the ends because I'm going to be cutting that off. So it really doesn't matter. So I'm doing it on like a baking sheet so I don't mess up my counter. So I'm using a new hair dye today. I'm using the Arctic, is that how you say it? Arctic Fox hair color, and this is in the color Froze. It's like this little, what kind of pink is this? I'm not sure, but I've never used this hair color before, ever. So I'm testing the Froze out, and then I'm also testing Girls Night out. I got this from Sally's, and I thought this bottle would be great because it was a good price. The bottle was large, so that means it's a lot of color. And y'all gonna see the problem I ran into. So I'm dyeing one strand with Froze to see how it comes out. In my head, I was thinking about mixing both, but I wanted to test it on the hair first before I do it. Like, this is always like the best technique because sometimes hair color comes out totally different than what the bottle looks like. And I want y'all to note that I'm doing this on dry hair, okay? Just please note that. Note that. Keep that in the back of your head. So now I'm testing Girls Night, which is a purple, periwinkle kind of purplish. And this was cute. And then I'm doing another strand where I mix Froze and Girls Night together, which is what I initially had thoughts on, but, you know, I'm just making sure. And I'm just testing that on a little strand at the bottom. I really was going for, what color was I going for? I'm not sure. But these are how they came out. So this one is Froze. This one is Girls Night. And the last one is the one that I love, and it's the mixture of both. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do that. So I filled a bowl with some really, really, really hot water, and I'm gonna be watercoloring this wig. So I put some of the Froze in and I mixed it up with a spatula, and it wasn't light enough for me. The water wasn't light enough. Also note that this hair dye smells so good. It smells like candy. Like, it's just, it smells so good. So I put more of the Froze and it came out a little darker. And then I also put some of the Girls Night in it to make that color. And I mixed that up as well. So now I'm taking the wig and I'm just testing out one piece, a strand of hair or whatever in the watercolor. And it really wasn't going on that much, but it also was at the same time. So I was like, okay, whatever, let me just do it. Like, you know, I wasn't really seeing a big change, but I seen it. So I was like, let me just dip this whole thing in there and let it just soak up, you know, like, let me just do it. So I did that and I literally kept it there, let it soak in. And I started to run the water through the hair so that like, the hair could be dyed on the inside. Sometimes people forget to do that and they open up the wig and it's still blonde. So I made sure to like open it up and just, you know, swoosh it all in there. And so I wasn't really seeing a big change, you guys. Look at this. This looks like Nikki's strawberry hair when she does like the strawberry shortcake hair. This is exactly how it looks. And this is not the look I was going for. It was still kind of blonde. And I just was not feeling it. I'm like, nah, like, this ain't it. So I added more of the Froze to the water. And I was like, okay, we got to, like, do more. Clearly, like, the watercolor is just not enough. And so I started mixing again. And so I started dipping again. And it was going on a little bit more, but not as much as it usually does. You know, sometimes when I use different brands like Kiss, it goes on right away. As soon as you dip it, it's like the color. Like, it's so easy. And so it wasn't doing what I needed it to do. So I read the bottle and it said only apply to dry hair. So I'm like, oh my God, like I'm literally dipping this in water. I messed it up. I'm using half of the damn bottle. I don't have no more hair color. So I decided to take the hair color on my hands and not put it in the water and just like put it on the hair. And it was taking it a little bit more than it was when I was dipping it. But it wasn't taking it as much as it should have, or how it did when I was testing it out. So I just kept going in, y'all. Like, I just was like, oh my God, like it's not working. I just thought this was a whole fail. I had set my hair to be done this day and it just was not working. So as you can see, I just started like being crazy and I was getting scared. So I just started doing anything and just rubbing it on the roots, because that's where I need the color the most, because I'm doing a shortcut. And so I focused a lot on the roots, a lot. And I just had to keep going in and doing it. Guys, it was not sticking to the hair at all. Like, it literally wasn't sticking. Like, the hair was still blonde. It was kind of crazy. So I just kept doing it. Now, at this point, I was literally panicking. This look was supposed to literally just come out one color. As you can see, it literally looks like mermaid, Tinkerbell, I don't know, but it looks like unicorn hair, and that is not what I was going for. I was not going for like purple streaks, pink streaks. I was going for one solid color. So this is how it turned out. As you can see, the ends are still kind of blonde, and I just focused on the roots. You know, I opened it up and put it inside because it was not sticking to the hair inside either. I was definitely panicking, you guys, panicking for sure. So now I'm like, you know what? I just gotta figure it out. And this is what it came out to be. A lot of pink, a lot of purple all over the place. Nothing really like coordinated. I literally like, look at me. I'm doing it again. I'm like, no, this ain't it. Like, I gotta do it again. So I tried again and I put more pink after washing it. And, you know, guys, I was freaking out. Okay, I was like, I'm done with this shit. Fuck this. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna still put it on. So I put on a wig cap, and just know I'm not a hairstylist. This is all tricks and tips that I've learned from YouTube or my hairstylists that do my hair. So I took a little wig cap, I cut my ears out, and this is going to be what kind of holds my hair down. I'm using the Ghost Bond lace wig glue, and I'm going to Ghost Bond the edges. Well, not the edges, but my hairline. I'm not putting it exactly on my hairline, maybe like a little bit before. This glue can really like mess up your hairline, so just make sure that you're really careful about it. It hasn't messed up mine. I do have a little awkward hairline though, which I hate, so that's why I wear wigs a lot. But I'm really careful about what I put on my hair and my hairline. I don't put anything, so you know, I like to keep my edges at least, you know. So yeah, I'm letting that dry, and then I'm going to cut the rest of the wig cap off, and this is just gonna act as like my scalp, which is gonna be really good for us because we're gonna be wearing a blonde wig. You know, you're gonna be able to see the dark hair under, so we want to make sure we camouflage that with this wig cap. So to camouflage, I'm going to be using some foundation. Honestly, it doesn't matter what foundation you use. Just pick your foundation color or something close to it. And I'm going to just be using a foundation brush to apply that foundation on my wig cap. And like I said, we want to camouflage, so I'm basically making a scalp right now. And this is how it looks. So I cut off some of the back of the lace wig. Because of course we're going to be doing a shortcut, so that much lace wig on the back cannot be seen, so I just cut off a little bit. So I put the wig on, and this is how it looked. And honestly, you guys, this wig was not given to me. Like, I'm not into color anymore. I really love like sleek, sexy hair. I love jet black hair. Like, I actually made it a thing to the point where I'm like, I'm not ever wearing colored hair ever again. But I just want to be different right now, and this wig was not giving me different. It was giving me synthetic. That that hairline and then the color on top of that was very like beauty supply store wig for $20, like Halloween wig. So I plucked a little bit of the hairline a little bit. I learned that technique from AALIYAHJAY on his stories or whatever. I seen him doing that one time, and I just plucked a little bit. I didn't pluck a lot because we are doing a shortcut, so it really doesn't matter. And also, it is a colored wig, which doesn't have to be that plucked. And then I just put the hair straight back with a hot comb just so that it's like not in the way. And here's me cutting off some of the lace. I'm not cutting off all of the lace. I'm just cutting off some of it because I really couldn't see with that lace in my face. And so when I can't see like the potential in something, I have to like, you know, cut something off. So here I can see the potential. It actually, like, the lace looks really, really good and like, you know, invisible or whatever. So that really helped me a lot. So now I'm just trying to figure out what the hell to do. I'm going to glue the lace down first, and then I'm going to start cutting. So I just pulled the hair back so that none of the hair gets in the way or gets stuck to the glue. And I'm also pulling the lace back, and I know I'm going to glue like right around my forehead where that stocking cap was. So once the glue was dried, I just put the lace down, and I have plenty of videos on how I personally do this. I'm not a professional. This is just techniques that I have learned over time. But instead of using my hands to push that lace into the glue, I'm using a comb, which is super helpful because, you know, sometimes our hands are really dirty, especially when we're doing our hair. It has a lot of oils, and it can make the lace change a different color, make the glue change a different color. It's actually crazy how that works. But so yeah, I highly recommend pushing your lace down into the glue with a comb. So now I'm cutting little sections because I still have more gluing to do. So the way I like to glue my wigs is in sections. I like to do like right near the balls or stocking cap, and then I like to lay that down, and then I like to do the little sections right in front so that it's like super flat and there's no pieces of lace coming up, because that's what makes your lace not invisible. So yeah, I like to do it in sections. I also like to do the front first, and then I like to do the sides. The sides I always do last. And so after all of that was laid down, I took a little razor and cut off the extra lace. Now, I want to say, be very careful when you're doing this part if you are not used to doing your hair. When you're using these razors and you're cutting off the lace, which is really close to your skin, you can cut yourself and you will not know until you like try to clean up your forehead and you're using alcohol, then it's like burning. You could really cut yourself. And so you have to be really careful. I've done this a few times, so I know like how to be careful. And here I'm cutting the sides of the lace. The lace doesn't look as good right now, but it's gonna look okay, so don't judge right now, you know. Like, everything takes time and steps, especially because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so you can't judge me. So here I am laying down the sides a little bit more. There was like some pieces coming up, and I like to, like I said, I like to work in sections. So this is how the lace ended up looking. I actually ended up blending it a little bit more later on in the video, which you guys will see, but so far I feel like this looks good. So then I decided to dry the hair, and this is when I realized, why the hell am I drying all this hair, taking my time to dry this hair when I'm going to be cutting it? Like, it'll take so much more work to do this than to just cut it and then dry it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to cut it. So I took some big choppy scissors and just cut it off, you guys. Like, oh my God, I was so scared of this. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, I was literally shook. I'm like, what did I just do? Can I achieve this look? Like, I truly was doubting myself. You can't really tell, but I was doubting myself so much, you guys. Like, I really felt like I couldn't do this. And then this is what I had, and I was just like, oh my God, like, there's no turning back. Like, there's nowhere to go. I have to do this, especially because I had like plans the next day. I'm like, I have to do my hair. Like, I have to. Like, I can't take this wig off. There's nothing I can do. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So here I started to section off the back of the hair and the sides of the hair, and also like I believe that's called the crown area. I didn't want to cut the crown area as of yet because it was just too overwhelming, and plus I want to curl and cut the crown area a little different, which actually made this cut more of like a short cut than like a pixie afro, which is what I was going for. But it's okay, it's whatever. So I'm working with the sides and the back, and I don't know how I had that little piece left, but yeah. So I'm gonna start working on the sides and the back, and truthfully, you guys, I really had no clue what I was doing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. And I took the crown part down because I was like, oh yeah, I gotta dry it. So then that's when I started to blow dry the hair, and it dried really quick. Thank God I knew that. And this is when I started to just cut down the sides. I truly had no clue what I was doing, but I just started cutting it down. Like, I was just taking sections and just making it shorter with a razor comb. And I don't know. I was just experimenting and just trying to get it to the length that I wanted. And so I just kept cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. I'm not experienced at all. I have no hairstyling history. I have never been to beauty school. I don't know how to cut a shortcut. I don't know anything about what degree you're supposed to hold the hair at in the air and cut. Like, I don't know any of this stuff. I was just winging it, you guys. I had no choice. It was already glued down on my head. So, yep, I'm just cutting. And this is what I came out with. It was weird, and I don't know. So I started to section it off because I'm like, okay, like, let me start curling and see like where the hair is at. And I started really doubting myself because it was so ugly. And so I took a little small hot comb, or not a hot comb, a flat iron, and started to curl. And it was not giving. Like, what is that? Like, no. This was not it. And so I don't know. I was so confused. So I just kept going and going. And I was like, let me just like keep curling. And when I was on the phone with my mom earlier this day, she told me to curl each section in like different ways, alternate the curling patterns. And so I tried to do that. And it was not what it just wasn't it. I don't know. I was really doubting myself. I stopped a few times and I had to take breaks to like calm down. Y'all don't understand. Like, look at these curls. This was not it. Like, you guys, this wasn't it. So I just kept curling and curling. And as I kept curling, I realized that in the front, my sections were way too big and that they needed to be much smaller. And so I just kept trying and trying to figure it out. And I didn't like it. I felt like I was like a cartoon. I felt like I was part of like Lazy Town or something. I don't know what I'm trying to like, what I felt like, but I just didn't feel like me. So here you can see that it was nighttime. I had took the curls out. I wet the sides of the hair and I blow dried it again so it could get straight. And I started to cut the hair a little bit more. I was really sad about it, and I had Menelik's like razor that he like fix up his beard with. And I was like, you know what, like this hair is really puffy right now. Let me take a hot comb and just try to lay it flat, and then I can try to curl it or something. You guys, I don't know. I was kind of trying everything. So I decided to take the hot comb, the flat iron again, and curl smaller sections. And so I did that, and as you can see, the curl literally fell instantly, like as soon as I touched it. And I don't know, I was second guessing it. So I was like, let me just work on the back and like lay the lace in the back, because I was so lost. I had to call my mom a few times to get some reassurance, and she told me to take smaller sections and make sure that the curl is really, really tight so that I get this exact look. And I was just like, ugh. So I started to do it in smaller sections, started to curl it really tight, making sure I put a lot of heat to it. And it was coming out exactly how I wanted it to, a little bit, you know. I kind of wanted more of like an afro. Like my initial idea was an afro, which I'll put on the screen for you guys. And yeah, as you can see, I don't know what I was doing here. It was like finger waves or something. And I don't know what I was doing, but the curl, I took out the curls by accident, and I just wanted to see and experiment. So I was like, okay, this ain't it. Let me put the curls back in. So I started over again. And I was just like, I can't give up. Like, let me just keep trying. And the curls, like, the more I practiced the curls, the better the curls were coming out. And so I just decided to keep going throughout the rest of my head, and whatever needed to be fixed later on could be fixed. So here I am, curling it again. But my mom told me that the oil that I was using, which was Garnier, it was way too light for the hair, and I needed a heavier oil. So I started to use the Main Choice hair oil, which was way heavier. It has a lot of biotin in it, so it's really, really thick. And that really did help the curl form into what exactly I was looking for. As you can see, like, it literally helped so good. So I just kept doing that on each section, making sure I took really small sections and curling it. And right here, I actually was really doubtful as well, because it looked so freaking ugly. Like, what are these curls? They looked weird. I didn't see the vision, and I kept calling my mom, like, "Mom, like, how does this look so far?" She kept saying, keep going. Everybody kept saying, keep going. And I was just, I don't know. So by this time, I had finished the back, and I was like, okay, I did the side and the back. I didn't do the other side. And I was like, let me just start working on the front. So, oh wait, did I do the other side? I probably did. But I was like, let me start working on the crown area, because I need to see what the hell is going on. Like, I'm not about to sit here all night. You guys, I was doing my hair for like 8 hours, okay? I was not about to sit there all night and then I finish and it come out busted. Absolutely not. So I was like, let me do the part that, I really have to work on. And like my mom said, she said alternate each section. So if you go left on one section, go right on the other section. So I started to do that, and I started to curl it really tight. And they were coming out cute. Really, really cute. Well, not that one. You see, like, it's so easy to make a mistake like that, and then, like, I don't know, you kind of, like, just get really doubtful and second guess yourself. But I was like, let me just keep curling it over and over and see. So I was still curling the top, and this is when I realized that the top is, like, way too long for what I was going for. So I did go off camera and cut down the top a little bit more with that razor comb after I was curling it. And once I did that, I felt much better. And I was still second guessing it, and I was not sure about it. I literally felt like a Lazy Town character. So I had to call my mom and just, like, get some tips and help from her and some reassurance. All right. So
spray real quick.
My mom is helping me because
spray it real quick and then hold it.
Hold it on the sides, right?
Yeah, hold it on the sides. Don't spray it so close.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. Hold it. Hold it like this. Now press it like that. Yeah, like that. Press your front. Give your front some bulk. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
If y'all don't know, my mom has a shortcut, so she knows all about this life. I do not. It does look more like mohawky. A little bit. I gotta wrap it. Let me put some hairspray on this, because you think I need to put hairspray on the thing?
You can do it tomorrow. Yeah, you can. You just a little. You can do that. Don't hold it so close.
It's too oily for me.
You hold it so damn close.
Cause it be spraying me in my face, and I don't like that. Wait, let me just.
You don't like nothing.
I don't.
Don't tie that. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Make it a little tighter.
Yep, and you could pull them sides down if you want to leave your curls up.
The sides?
Because it's gonna. Yeah, you can pull that down if you want. Yep, like that.
Oh, this is how you be looking.
But I told you that. Tie your scarf how I tie my scarf.
I really don't know how to cut at all, but...
You should have sent it to me, and I would have cut it and sent it back.
You know how to cut on real hair, Mom. Wigs are not the same.
I bet you got hair every friggin' where.
Everywhere. Look at this.
Girl, I can only imagine. I remember those cuts in the house. Mm-hmm.
It's literally everywhere. So this was the first day that my hair was done. I was so skeptical about it, but I realized the reason why I was skeptical about it is because I did my makeup wrong, you guys. So I'm normally used to doing a wing liner. You guys know I love my wing liner, and I did really thick brows, which was not the makeup for this look. I think it was a little too harsh, and I was like, you know what? The next day I'm going to change it up, do something really soft and dewy with highlighter matching. And so this was the next day after that, which I felt like the makeup just complemented the hair much better. I used this like MAC highlighter that had a lot of pink in it, and it just felt, I don't know, this felt so much better. Like I did my brows different. I didn't do any wing. I did really dewy skin. I used a lot of cream blush. I actually did a makeup tutorial on this look, so that's going to be up very, very soon if you guys want to know all of the stuff that I use, because I absolutely love this look. This is not usually my go-to. I used some drugstore eyelashes for this as well, and it was amazing. So this was the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video watching me be scared, and thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to be posting some fire pictures and fire videos in this on this hair. So make sure you guys do that, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.